So today I feel like it's all finally like imploded, and I am really unwell. I'm incredibly fatigued, really emotional, and the brain fog is like next level. But so what I wanted to talk about, I feel like if I'm going to do this, then I have to do it in real time instead of like I sit at home and I think of like topics that would be interesting to talk about, and then it's like let's talk about them when I'm feeling good. But this is literally the journey. This is more genuine. So I am on / tried to go on a mold detox. Here's the backstory. I tried to come off, I'm on my third attempt to come off antidepressants. The first time was in 2017. My withdrawal symptoms were instant and severe, physical and psychological. But also include, like, it was so shocking and traumatic at the time that I wasn't really aware of, like, things that I'm aware of now, basically. So I did not know that paroxetine acts like what an antihistamine does. It's like a low grade antihistamine. Having trouble breathing. To your body. So when you try to stop it or taper it or do it too fast, you can have a big flare. So that happened along with my withdrawal symptoms in 2017. Then in 2019, I'm going to say like histamine reactions were way more severe, and they lasted much longer. So into the first time, things resolved kind of quickly when I went back on the medication. The second time, how do I say, it's confusing. My nervous system calmed psychologically when I went back on paroxetine, but like physiologically it didn't. So I ended up having to go see like a naturopath and figure out what's going on with my gut, because solidly for a year, I would say, after I tried to come off and then went back on, everything I ate, healthy food, like not crap food, anything at all, I would eat and I'd have diarrhea within 5 minutes of eating it. So I became like super malnourished. And then I went down this full health route of like, I just tried to eat bone broth all the time. Little did I didn't understand back then. Bone broth is incredibly high in histamines. It's kind of like an aged thing. Oh, thing is not the right word. The bones brew for a long time, so it's high in histamine, basically. Anyway, I went down that whole route. Now it's 2026. I am still tapering off. Wait, I need to go back. In 2019, after investigating thoroughly for 2 years my health, what was going on, I was diagnosed with SIBO, and I have a salicylate intolerance. So I went on a low salicylate diet since then, still on it now, but I still had flares randomly. Like sometimes I would have I'd wake up with a rash everywhere, or my face had blown up. Like that happened a few times. I've actually got some photos where I had like these histamine flares while I was at work and I didn't know what was happening. My whole body became like fire and I freaked out, and I was like at work and I told my client, I think I'm going to faint. I just need to get in the shower and put the cold water on for like a second. And she was like, what the hell? But she turned around and looked at me, and I was as red as a tomato everywhere, but like blotches. I have photos of it. It's pretty messed up. So, all of that kind of stuff continued. And now in 2026, now I have been told I have MCAS. And most likely due to mold toxicity. So I did talked over basically my general health and my symptoms for like the last 10 years, as well as like bloods and all this other stuff. And there's no real like test for MCAS, but to me it kind of feels a little bit right. It feels unknown, but it feels right because salicylate intolerance falls under the umbrella of MCAS, and it would make more sense that it's not just salicylate intolerance, considering I still continued to have these like crazy flares the whole time. And like I get this psoriasis with my flares, and it's pretty bad right now. My gastroenterologist says MCAS is just another name for like all the other things that I have, which is serrated polyposis syndrome, irritable bowel disease, basically like inflammation in the system. But I just don't believe that I have to live this way forever. Like, my dad just died of cancer. I just think like I need to get this shit under wraps, or I'm just going to end up like him. Anyway, I have been on a mold detox protocol for it's probably over a month now. See, I feel like, am I all red now? Yeah, I'm getting blotchy. Might have to go get some ice packs. Anyway, and I am still tapering off antidepressants, and I feel my thinking originally was like, how hard can it be? Do the mold detox. It will make it easier to come off antidepressants. I now think that was pretty stupid because of this week. So I'm on like antihistamines like H1 and H2. I'm on cromolyn to help block the mast cells, so that I can try and eat. I'm on an antihistamine diet, also low salicylate, also gluten-free, also lactose-free. Basically like I'm a Scottish person back in the 1,000 years ago. Potatoes, meat. I don't know where beans come from. Brussels sprouts. Eggs, basically. That's me. But okay, so my brain's not working. This is so difficult. So part of the protocol is to do a saunas every day. Well, they say like you have to build up to like 20 minutes, start light. So I thought I was like winning at life. So a few weeks ago I did maybe like 3 days, and I started off at like 5 minutes and I kept building it up. I got to 17 minutes, and last week I did 5 days a week, and I was pretty happy with myself. Also last week, sometimes I go and help this wealthy lady out at her other house. She'll just text me and be like, can you go change the sheets or whatever. or like clean the house. So I went and did that last week, and there was mold all over the house, and she asked me to clean it, and I thought, this is dumb, I shouldn't do this. But I was like, yeah, I'll wipe it down, but you need to get a mold expert in here, because I went around the house and took photos, and it was like on the ceiling and like everywhere. So that was so dumb of me, because I woke up sick the next day. Like, I got home from that day, I think that was last Wednesday or Tuesday, and I had a bit of a sore throat. Then I couldn't sleep that night. Then it just got worse from there. Then this entire week, my brain does not work. Like, I was like bawling my eyes out all morning. Like, my nervous system is fucked. Like, it is shot. I'm having trouble breathing. I am red and patchy. I am sweating right now, which is actually a positive thing because I don't really sweat. But since I've been doing the saunas, my psoriasis is so bad. It's now spread to the other finger. It's in my ears. How's my elbow going? The elbow's not too bad. It is like all the toxins have come out, and they're just reinfecting me. And I have decided, because of this, that I can't taper any further. That I'm gonna sit. Like, I ordered a lower dose. Like, I made this video talking through my doses, and I was like all super excited. Like, yeah, I'm going down from 3.1 to 2.8 to... I ordered 3.1 again. Like, this is just not... I need to hold until my nervous... and stop sauning. I'm not sauning again until my nervous system calms. Like, I can't even express how much my brain is not working. My husband, Bobby, like, asks me a question, and I get frustrated and upset because I can't compute what he's saying, and I can't find the words. And it's like, I just want to sit on the couch by myself, staring into nothing. Like, it doesn't even make sense, none of it. Like, what I'm trying to explain. If you haven't felt it, where like you feel so unwell, but you know that you're not sick. It's like my whole body feels inflamed. My sinuses inflamed. My eyes feel fuzzy. My throat is sore. My muscles feel fatigued, like weak. I'm not sleeping properly. I can't breathe properly. I can't eat. I feel like I'm going to cry all the time. I can't regulate my emotions. The whole thing is fucked. And now I've freaked myself out because I'm like, why did I start this? Because I'm going to have to, like, what if I stop taking the antihistamines, then I'm going to have a massive flare. You know what the doctor, like, so, yeah, I'm on a mold protocol, right? But nobody ever told me when I started, well, no one ever told me anything when they gave me the Paxil to take 20 years ago or 19 years ago. But they don't tell you all the other things that it does and that it affects. Like, it is, like, works on your body the same as antihistamine does. So, of course, if you stop it, you're going to have some kind of flare. That is, like, a super terrifying thing to happen when you don't understand. People would think, like, I thought I'm having an allergic reaction to something. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I'm pissed off and upset. This is my rant today. I don't know what to do. Basically, there's mold in the house that I live in, and I can't leave because I'm planning on moving to the Netherlands, but I don't have a job. we can't really like move out for like just a few months. So like, what is the point? Why did I think I could do a mold detox when you still live in a house with mold? And the thing is as well, like, people don't understand or believe. Like, some people, you can handle living in mold a lot of the time. You know what else? I've been living in the house the whole time this one. The whole time I've been doing the taper this time. So from 2023, I've been living in the same house with the mold all through it. We've been cleaning the mold every so often because it is where I grew up, not the part of the house that I live in. The house was renovated, but it is kind of like the location is my safe place. I thought it would be the best thing for me. But now I think what part of my healing is it like stopping and inhibiting? I think it has, the problem is all of this like compounds together and feels like an explosive, massive problem that is, how do you fix it all? So my plan is, I don't know, I said to Bobby today, I meant to go to the Netherlands in a couple years. Well, see, what was that? In a couple months? I do that all the time. In June. So it's April tomorrow. In June, we're meant to be going to the Netherlands because we bought a house there and I haven't seen it. And we're going to go stay there for a few months. And he guarantees me that there's no mold there. I said to him, if I feel way better there, I don't want to come home. Like, I don't want to come back. I'm going to have to, like, sort visas and find myself a compound chemist, like, stat. And he said, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'll come back and I'll pack up everything. He's amazing like that, but that would be unfair. But seriously, I really think that I'm going to go to the Netherlands and I'm going to feel better. And maybe I'll have less flares. I'll feel better in my body. And then maybe I'll be able to taper better. I don't know, I'm just so over it right now. I just want to cry. And now I'm getting itchy all over. So I'm going to have to go home and have a cold shower and try and like calm myself down. Maybe I'm due for antihistamines at dinner time. So maybe I'll have to have an early dinner and take them. So that is where I'm at with the mold protocol. I was also like doing some research about it, and it was kind of saying like, if your system is already so overloaded, you need to but you need to try to stabilize it before continuing this protocol, because it basically is really like you're creating, not inflammation necessarily, but you're releasing all the toxins. You know what else SSRIs do to you? They can make your bowel lazy, which is another problem that nobody thinks about. Not lazy, but like they slow the motility, right? They also dull all your pain senses. So if you try to taper off and you start to have histamine flares, but your gut motility is really slow, this sounds gross, but then the poo sits in your bowel for far too long, and if your liver and everything is working and the toxins do manage to like go through your kidney, go through your liver, like get released into your stool, if your stool then sits in your bowel for too long, your body reabsorbs the toxins. So this is just like another fucked circle of like, how are we going to get through this problem? I'm taking Movicol and it's actually working. But that was like another problem. Nobody, like, I'm so angry and annoyed about Paxil. There's so many things that it does. Anyway, I should probably stop this rant and go have a shower because I tried to get out of the house. So I went to the post. Oh, why is there an ant in the car? Went to the post office and then I went and sat on the beach and I did not feel much better. And then I jumped in the water and the water in the, like, the salt water always helps regulate my nervous system, I feel. So, but then, like, what is this? Am I reacting to water or am I just overwhelmed with this conversation? I am red and patchy. I'm not sunburnt. It's like not very hot. Okay, that's my rant. That's where I'm at. We are pausing the mold protocol for now in terms of saunas. I am still taking the histamines, antihistamines, sorry, and the cromolyn because I have decided with that I will only taper off that when I stop having flares, like, altogether. Because I don't think it's smart to come off it when I'm still having flares, especially because then I could have like a rebound and then you could have like a massive flare. So that is the plan about that. Anyway, hopefully the next video is a bit more positive. So the video before this video was from 2 days ago and I think I figured it out, but not without some pain. So yesterday, 2 days ago, I went for a little swim. I thought it would be nice for my nervous system. I ended up with like a full-blown rash and I took a few hours to calm down. And then yesterday, it was my birthday and my partner's birthday. We were born on the same day. And we decided to like go have brunch, so we even can't really eat much, but we walked down to the beach and it's maybe like, let's say a 12-minute walk, like not very far at all. And then my mum met us there and then Bobby walked back home. I only ate eggs on toast because my diet's quite restricted. I can't really eat many things. And then Mum and I went for a swim. I wasn't in the sun for very long at all and I started to feel like I was having some kind of a reaction and I got like red and white blotch all over. I felt like I was getting hives. I started sweating, clammy, not even proper sweating, clammy, like this, all my skin wet to touch. And I told my mum I'm having some kind of reaction, need to go home. Came home, it did not go away. That was like brunch time, right? So let's say like 11, 12 maybe, I came home. Bob went to night school and then it was like I had a fever. I kept getting these like flushes of like heat coming over me. I couldn't breathe properly. I had a panic attack. Not like a massive one, but like a medium one, I guess. I don't know. I felt like I was having histamine reactions, something going on. And I went and like, how do you even call it? Like I have the worst brain fog today. It's just not working. What do you even call it when you make a bath? Drew a bath? Yeah. Anyway, I made like a cool bath, like to try and calm myself down, and it did not work. Even I just couldn't cool down, and pretty much ever since like midday my whole body, all the skin on my body was stinging, like literally like a bee sting everywhere, and tingling too. So that, and then I started to leave my body quite a bit, and then the panic attacks got worse, and then the rumination happens, and then I started to think, oh fuck, like am I in withdrawal again? What is happening? My window has just come crashing down. I'm in a full-blown wave. Your mind goes, call the emergency room. I mean, call 000, but really, like, what are they even going to do? I refrained from calling Bob and telling him to come home. I was like, you can handle this, but I got really down straight away, pretty much. I was like, I started crying, and my mind basically said, I don't know if you're going to survive this again, if you've hit withdrawal again, how are you going to survive this? Like, this is the end, like all that kind of stuff and it's so hard to explain to people that have never experienced it. Like, if you ever go through SSRI withdrawal, for me, that's what I have. I heard once that, like, you have, how did they explain it? You have your mind and you have your brain, and they are two separate things. And your brain tries to keep you alive. So your brain can say some pretty scary things to you. Your brain tells you that there's a lion chasing after you. Your brain tells you that, like, suicide is the only option when things get so bad. But your brain is not your mind. Your mind, if you learn that your mind is stronger, and it is, your mind can help you get through it. So I tried to remember my coping strategies, which were hard to do. I didn't do a very good job at remembering them. And because I thought I was having like a histamine reaction initially, and then I went on all the support pages on Facebook and I wrote a big blurb, and somebody said to me, because I'm on like this protocol, right, for mold, somebody said to me, like, they diagnosed me with a whole bunch of other stuff as well, but they said the binders that you use, especially activated charcoal, well, I'm on activated charcoal, does not just bind to your toxins, it strips you of other stuff too. And my brain went like light bulb, and I thought, what if I am in withdrawal because it is taking some of the SSRIs? So I could not think this morning. I was like a mess. I was crying on the couch all morning thinking, I don't know how I'm going to survive this again. And I really need help. And I feel really sad for Bobby because he is my husband. He is my main support. He is my help, but he's the only person that understands. Like, and he hasn't been through it, but he's been watching this for 10 years. So, and when I can't think, I need like a problem solver. I need someone to help me, which is like so much to put on him. But anyway, I said that to him, and then he started doing all of his researching that he does and Googling and whatever. And he found a study where they did that for fluoxetine, I think, and they put people on activated charcoal and they tried to measure how much of, I don't know how they did it, but how much of the drug it like sucked up. So then I got upset, and then I got pissed off, and then I felt like I've just walked into this thing again with another doctor. It's not informed consent. I fully stressed how severe my withdrawal has been and that I'm freaked out about it. I even told her, like, I don't think that I'm going to do the protocol because I'm really like conscious of detoxing while I'm on a tapering journey. And then I stupidly thought about it and did it anyway. So Bob was like, why didn't anyone tell you this? And then he said that it even says it somewhere. Okay, activated charcoal may interfere with the absorption of other medicines. It's on the bloody thing, but I once again trusted a doctor, didn't listen. So and my psychiatrist is a bloody legend. Like I emailed him and he said, I was like, urgent, please help. Like, I think I have thrown myself into withdrawal because I am on 3.1 milligrams. So when you're on such a small dose, especially, basically even if a small amount got sucked up by the activated charcoal, it would make a big difference to my body. I'm not sure what it's actually called in the gut, and how it relates to the cert occupancy. But I've stopped activated charcoal. See, can't even speak properly. Activated charcoal now, hoping that I will restabilize. Because what I also did a few days ago is I went down to 2.8 milligram, and then I was so unwell and dysregulated. Maybe because instead of dropping from 3.1 milligram to 2.8 milligram, by taking the activated charcoal, I might have wiped out even more of that. So therefore I put myself into withdrawal. This is no longer a slow taper. This is a taper, bam, you're in withdrawal. So I am having withdrawal symptoms or a histamine flare, but honestly they feel like withdrawal symptoms. They don't feel as much like a histamine flare. And just hearing that, having an answer, my thing is that I always, I need to solve a problem, which is a positive thing, but if I can find a reason or an answer, it helps give me hope, and then I can stick it out. Which was the hardest thing to learn in withdrawal, because I have written my psychiatrist I'm on the edge frantic email before, and there was nothing that could be done. It was kind of encouraging me to try my hardest to stick it out. So I feel good. I don't feel good. I feel horrendous, but I feel good, hoping that this is the answer for this problem and that I will stabilize in a few days. But it's also in the last video, I had a full rant, but I am upset about the doctor that put me on this. She did respond to me, luckily, even though she's on leave, so that was really nice of her. She did say, stop the binder, probably consult your GP to support you coming off SSRI withdrawal. And in my mind, I was we've already had a few sessions together, and that was my main point of hey, I've been tapering for 30 months. It has been absolute hell. I've had to hold twice. I'm really conscious of any other protocols or interventions or anything that mess with my tapering journey. So thank God for Rob is all I can say, my psychiatrist, and my husband. And hopefully this is the answer. I am not well today. I'm really trying my best to, I'm shaking all day. My skin is still burning. It's not red. There's nothing going on. but it is burning and tingling all over. I'm fatigued, got headache. I woke up with like in a panic attack this morning, adrenaline surges. I'm like, I don't know if you can tell. Shaking. I think I'm in withdrawal. I think I'm going to stabilize. I think my confidence has taken a knock. I think I hate that I feel like I spill my heart out to doctors that I meet, who, by the way, cost like $350 to see, and then order all these tests and like medications and all like other things that have cost me over $1,000. And then this happens and I feel like I've completely lost trust, not only in them, but like they never really listened in the first place. I don't know if that's like true. But it feels a bit like that because the SSRI withdrawal is my most important point. But like, because they didn't know about it, seems she didn't really like listen as much and just focused on like what she knew about, which I did go to her for MCAS, and then she was like, oh, I know all about mold, let's focus on mold. I don't know. I'm just ranting now basically, but I'm hoping that there's some light now. I'm going to spend today doing nothing except maybe like listen to meditation and try and do breathing and try to like calm my nervous system a bit. I'm a bit upset that I can't go outside because I'm reacting to the sun as well. I'm also on antihistamines, so I know that they make you more sun sensitive. But yeah, hot tip, do not take activated charcoal or any kind of binder when you're trying to hold on to your meds or even tapering, or yeah, it's literally terrifying. It's so hard to like, I know you have to be aware when you are seeking support, but it's really hard to think of all of these things when you have all of these symptoms, like when you've got the brain fog and like I said before, like I cannot compute stuff sometimes. Like Bob was speaking to me and I know it sounds so ridiculous. I know he's speaking English, but I can't interpret it. My response is like, yeah, it's really hard. So hopefully I will feel better in a few days. And I'll be able to keep making some videos. I honestly started this YouTube channel like ages ago, but I did a lot of videos when I was in my window. And even though it's like hard on your confidence and you get a bit insecure and all that kind of stuff, making videos when you're feeling okay is not that hard. Making videos on days like today and the other day when I was having a bit of a rant is much harder. But I think it's important for like to show what it's really like and what happens. Maybe I should have done it last night when I was having a complete meltdown thinking about calling 000 to like talk them through the poisons hotline or something. Or even my husband to come home. I'm glad I didn't though. Now I need to tell myself like I got through it. So yeah. No activated charcoal.